Hello, and welcome to the September 30th edition of C-Scope. I am Danielle Konitschke.
I'm Sandro Moreno.
And I'm Jenny Creamer. Coming up on this week's show is Club Rush, sports, and some more insightful rants from Thomas Willet.
Ooh. For our first story, here's an interview with Jose Gonzales, the president of the Associate Student Body. Mark has been trying to track him down all semester, and he finally got an interview with him. Let's see what he has come up with.
Okay. My name is Jose Gonzales. I'm the president of the Associated Students here at Cypress College. And basically my title or my purpose is to kind of help the student body out here as many ways as possible. There's two ways you can approach it. You can look at it as providing all the students or helping students receive all the resources that they need, such as, means of finding ways to provide the textbooks or keeping student fees down as much as possible. A lot of times that's out of our control, so we can't really do much, as well as try to improve student life, which is really important.
Gee, I'm glad I didn't have to give that interview. Last Wednesday and Thursday we were posted at Club Rush trying to get more volunteers. Not much was going on with us, so we decided to interview everyone else. We discovered so many new clubs, including one that only has a single member. Want to know what they are? Watch this video to find out.
I'm Danielle Konitschke for C-Scope. We're here at Club Rush. I am joined now by...
Win, president of STEM.
Oh, wow, you're the president, huh? How long have you been president of this?
Did my first semester president. A friend recommended that I assume the role of president of STEM. So I thought about really hard, and I decided to accept the challenge and become the president of STEM.
That's awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about what STAND does? Like, what's the club all about?
The name of club STEM is stand for Student Taking Action Now for DOFO. And basically we want to bring awareness that genocide is still occurring in today's world and still happening. So we want to know about it, be aware of it, learn about it, and think of some idea or solution to help stop the killing of innocent people do genocide just because of their race or nationality. So we want to save life, not take life.
That's great. That's a great thing to do. Are you guys a new club or have you been around?
No, actually STEM is an old club and we've been around. It was inactive this semester until I decided to assume the role of president and make it reactive. So
yeah, that's great. How many members do you have now?
Right now, I'm the only member, so I'm using Club Rush as a recruiting point to try to get people to join. So far, I got about 20 people, and most of them seem real interested. So after today, I will contact them and figure out the appropriate time where all of them is available to meet up, and I'll set the meeting time and place where all of them can meet up. Hopefully I can do that, and for the one that cannot make it to the meeting, I will set a second meeting for those people especially, and I will have a second group meeting, or I will have a meeting with them one-on-one.
Oh yeah, that sounds like you're very accommodating.
Yes,
that's great.
I got a lot of experience to club and student by government, so all that help me prepare to become the president, and I'm gonna use what I learned to aid us and all my other activity in club to help promote our club STEM.
All right, well thank you so much for your time and good luck in getting more members.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wasn't that great, boys and girls? One of our correspondents went down to the women's volleyball game. We're going to show you some of the highlights.
Man, those players really get me excited. Oh yeah, about volleyball. You other students should get out there and support your sports. But don't support Thomas Willet. He's a madman with a hellish desire to take over the world. Now here's his movie review.
One of the many noteworthy movies coming out Friday is the comedy Whip It, directed by first-timer Drew Barrymore. The movie centralizes around Ellen Page as she joins the world of competitive roller derbies and becomes a poster child for the sport. The result is an impressive effort that features excellent performances from Page as well as Kristen Wiig, whose work this year alone makes her a noteworthy supporting actress. The movie features plenty of quirky dialogue, spunky music, and colorful outfits that make the characters come to life in a way that would make John Hughes proud. It also has an impressive ability to avoid the outcast reaction for an analyzation of women's abilities to function in society as athletes, mothers, and employees. While many movies would make these attributes seem cliché, Barrymore's ability to do this without losing the fun is an impressive accomplishment that gives her a promising future. So overall, this movie is my vote for the feel-good film of the fall. The acting is top-notch and the comedy is colorful and playful, rarely falling into embarrassing tongue-in-cheek. Its ability to make you fall into giddy bliss for 2 hours and leave you with a refreshing look at both comedy and sports.
We also got some great footage from the women's water polo games. We won't bore you with the scores, but we'll show you some of the highlights.
Are you feeling a burning tingling sensation? We all have that from time to time. If you do, go down to the Students' Health Center. They'll take good care of you. I'm a regular. So stay off Beach Boulevard. Oh yeah, just to let you know, they have happy packs at $2 a pop. I recommend you to use Trojan Extra Strength.
Cypress College Divergence magazine recently released their first issue. Here it is. The news is top-notch and should be taken very seriously. On another note, we have our radio program up and running, so we are looking for musical acts, talk show hosts, and opinionated people. So if you are interested, please contact Bryce K.
And now, here's another opinionated man.
Overly opinionated.
To say the least.
Thomas Willet.
Woo!
When I returned to class this afternoon, I was met with people yelling at me, asking where I was last week. I figured now would be a good time to tell you all the truth. While several members of the staff are off this week due to Yom Kippur, my excuse is not due to religious holidays. It is more because of the disputes I've had with staff members over the past week. You see, when I went into class to work with Paul on the script, he began to be the Lennon to my McCartney. You see, he wanted to make the show in a new, psychedelic direction. He wanted to add stuff like pirates to try and attract an audience that clearly doesn't have computers. So I gave him a couple hours of lenience, writing different concepts, but he tore them all up, and after 8 hours, we had one lame show with a pirate sketch. It was then when I decided to walk out and told him to write the show himself. I think the results speak for themselves. And then, Monday was Yom Kippur, and that's when I decided to change my mind. Sure, I am not Jewish, but the concept of Thomas seemed like an ironic and good idea at the same time. So I called up Paul and we had an intervention. Luckily, he was a forgiving drunk, and after a couple of hours sharing emotions, we gave each other a big hug and decided to write a script that compromised both our interests. The result is the best show we probably have written to date. And so, I apologize for the absence, but I promise you that next time we will have the show tighter and stronger without any problems. So don't miss another show, and I will try to be here so you don't feel ashamed.
From all of us here at C-Scope, thanks for watching, and for all your Cypress College news, check out Cychron.com.